So lately, I've been thinking a lot about habits and what habits I have that help me or that hurt me. I've been thinking a lot about what kind of life I want to live and what habits I need to build to live that life. And so, looking back, I definitely have built some habits that have been so helpful for my mental health and my physical health and just my overall well being. And these things have become so valuable to me and they've just become a part of my daily life because they contribute to so much of the way that I feel. And let's be honest, like when you don't feel good in terms of your health, your mental, your mind, your soul, your spirit, it's just hard to function in life in the best way possible. And that's just who I am. I want to function in life in the best way possible. I want to live every day with intention. And I know that every day will never be perfect and life will always bring challenges no matter what. But having these habits truly have helped me. And so I hope that they inspire you. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 6 healthy habits that have created a happy mind and a happy heart. Hope you enjoy. First habit that I want to share with you guys is staying active and exercising. Those two things are so important to your physical health. They truly are. And I've been exercising since I was in high school. So I would say about 10 years. In college was when I really started a workout routine that I enjoyed, which is different for everyone. I personally love going to the gym. Although I am like a solo workout person, I like to work out alone. I do like to be surrounded by people who are also working out because it's very motivating to me. And so my workouts are usually a combination of cardio and strength training and stretching as well. And so I probably work out 4 to 5 times a week. Minimum, I'd like to work out 3 times a week just to make sure that my body continues to move and that my muscles continue to get strong. Because as we get older, our muscles, our bones, our skin, everything about our body starts deteriorating. It's just the truth. And so when you work out, and you push your muscles and get your heart racing and all that good stuff, it really helps you just stay strong. It really helps prevent or even treat a lot of diseases and illnesses that people struggle with, like diabetes, obesity, cardiovascular disease, and so much more. I think that it's really important in your day that you pick something that keeps you active, whether it's just starting 3 times a week, and you are dancing to your favorite playlist. Like you can literally throw on your favorite playlist for an hour and just dance around your house like crazy. And that's amazing. That's a great way to start. Or you can go for longer walks. You can do a ballet class. You can do Pilates or yoga, whatever it is that makes you want to move and motivates you to move. Pick that because that's what's going to get you up and off the couch, up and out the desk, off the desk, and your body moving. Most days I will have a smoothie as my first meal, and I would say that I probably do it about 4 times a week. And I like to have a smoothie because number one, it tastes good, and number two, it's such an easy way to get a good amount of servings of fruits and vegetables for your day. For optimal nutrition, you want to have at least 5 to 8 servings of a combination of fruits and vegetables a day. And so I like to get most of that in the morning. My smoothies usually contain a banana for that sweetness, because I don't like to add sugar to my smoothies. So I'll add a mix of berries for those good antioxidants. I'll add some almond butter. I'll add some lime or lemon. I like to add carrots to my smoothie, put maca powder in there, some hemp seeds, and this just allows it to be such a nutrient-packed breakfast, and it really gives me energy in the morning. It fills my tummy, and it gets my brain boosted and going for the work that I have to do for that day. I found this really great tool that Mayo Clinic has. They call it the 1-2-3 approach, and so you're getting 1 serving of fruits and vegetables in the morning, 2 for lunch, and 3 between dinner and snacks. And so if you struggle again with being able to eat enough fruits and vegetables throughout the day, that's a great approach to start with and to challenge yourself with. And honestly, it'll never be perfect. I definitely don't get probably enough every single day. I'm working towards that, but that morning smoothie makes it easier for me to at least get 4 to 5 servings that day. This habit has been one that I will hold near and dear to my heart for the rest of my life, and it has just really transformed the way that I show up on a daily basis, the way that I interact with my thoughts, the way that I sit in a present moment. And so breath work, mindfulness, and meditation really helped me get out of this cycle of really negative thoughts that I was in, being anxious and worrying all the time. I'm someone who tends to overthink, and I wanted to break that habit because, believe it or not, it is a habit that we build when we tend to overthink everything and worry about everything. I wanted to break that habit and replace it with a better one. And so breath work has helped me just calm myself in moments of stress, lower cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone. It has helped me to be in the present moment and to not be worrying about everything possible that could go wrong in the future, because I tend to worry about the future. It's really been a good practice for me to be present, because in that I've been able to be so much kinder to myself and have more self-compassion, not just for myself but for other people. It's taken me out of a judgmental state, which is something that I also struggled with, is judging myself really hard and judging other people, and it just didn't seem fair to me anymore. It's natural to judge, you make judgments off of observations, but sometimes we have like this really specific view of what we think the world can be, and we want to push that on every single thing and every single person, and that created just a lot of ick in me that I didn't want anymore. And so mindfulness has really helped me just open up my mind and be more accepting of people and situations and just life in general. There are things that I believe are worth continuously fighting for, like solving world hunger, human rights, solving climate change, and that's just to name a few. But on a daily basis, we tend to have negative judgments about people and situations instead of seeking a more well-rounded perspective that involves some more grace and understanding. Ellen Langer, a professor of psychology at Harvard, was asked what she would change about the world, and it was to embrace mindfulness. This is an excerpt from the full article, which I recommend that you read. If I were to teach the world one thing, it would be to understand that a given behavior makes sense from the actor's perspective, or else she wouldn't do it. With this approach, we would see others as trusting, not gullible, spontaneous, not impulsive, flexible, not inconsistent. For every negative judgment we make, there is an equally potent positive alternative. I used to struggle with a lot of morning anxiety. I would wake up and I would instantly start worrying, instantly just feel like this knot in my stomach. And I rarely feel that anymore unless I have a lot of things to do. And now it's just like a pump of energy that I just need to get my day started. Truly and honestly, it has been transforming. It has really filled my spirit with joy and peace, and has helped me walk through the world the way that I want to walk. And if you're someone who's ever been interested in in meditation, mindfulness, or you've heard about it, or maybe you yourself are struggling with a lot of stress and anxiety and depression, and you just want some kind of anchor to help you stay in this present moment, try it out. I have this amazing tool that I use every single day. I practice about 10 to 20 minutes a day in the morning. It's the first thing that I do. It's called Insight Timer, and they have a free version of it, or you can pay for it. If you pay for it, you get all these lovely courses about building confidence, dealing with stress, deepening your spiritual practice. And they also have these challenges that are free. So if you don't necessarily want to dip in and pay right away, you can just do it for free and take on the challenges that they provide in the app. And trust me, you will love it. It has definitely been such a wonderful tool. There's so many great teachers on there. So if you want to get started, I would recommend Insight Timer app. For me, being surrounded by nature is a thing like no other. I just love to be surrounded by trees, to have plants, to take care of plants, to witness the different types of species of flowers and trees and plants that you can find when you go on a nature walk, for example, or when you go down the street and take a walk in your neighborhood or anything like that. It's just so good to just be in awe and be inspired by the nature around you. It gets your body moving. It's been so great for my emotional health. Just like that gratitude and that inspired feeling really fills my cup. Spending time outside can really also improve your quality of rest and quality of sleep. So that's also something wonderful to keep in mind. I spend at least 15 minutes a day outside. During the weekends, I like to go on hikes. I like to go to the springs. There's so many beautiful springs here in Florida, and get all that vitamin D that I need from the sun. It has really been a habit that I'll continue to exercise for the rest of my life and reap the rewards that it so generously gives us. The last habit that I want to talk about is consuming less. Over the past 3 years, I've been trying to consume less stuff. I realized that I had been spending so much money on clothes and home goods constantly, because it's fine to spend money on those things, but I was spending money on those things like every month, every 2-3 months, and I realized it wasn't really necessary, and it wasn't really making me happy or helping me reach the goals that were truly important to my life. And unfortunately, we live in a hyper consumer culture where people are constantly buying new things, where companies spend billions of dollars on marketing and advertising, telling you or showing you or convincing you that you need this in your life. And really, it just creates a lot of clutter and mental stress, and it causes you to waste your money on things that are so momentarily gratifying or satisfying. I took a step back and I started paying a little bit more attention to what I was spending my money on. Now, when I want something, I do this little thing. I will wait at least 30 days. And after the 30 days, if I remember that I wanted it, because a lot of times we are scrolling through Instagram or through the internet and we see an ad and we're like, oh, I want this. And then we buy it right away in the matter of an hour or 2 hours. And so we don't give ourselves the time to really ask ourselves if we need it, or let that impulse pass. If I remember that I wanted it, I'll ask myself, do I still need this? Is there something else that served that purpose? And is there a better way that I could spend my money? If at the end I still want to buy that thing, then I'll try to find the best version of it in terms of materials, in terms of the brand efficacy. That way I feel good about my purchase, and it's something that's high quality, even if it's a little bit more expensive, that's gonna last me a long time. And this is something that I'm still learning and practicing. There's still times where I make impulse buys. It's way less than before, but I still do it sometimes, and I'm like, man, normally you really didn't need that. You're someone who makes a lot of impulse buys and you found that you're racking up your credit card buying stuff that you really don't need, or you're putting everything on Affirm and trying to pay it off slowly because you don't have the cash to pay for it, then it's worth considering stepping back and asking yourself, what's really important to me? What do I want to spend my mental energy on? Is this really worth it? And so when you sit with those questions, you'll tend to make better buying decisions, and you'll have a little bit more mental clarity, and you'll have much more money in your pockets. You probably heard of the whole minimalism movement, and while I don't consider myself a minimalist, I really love the concept and the lifestyle. There is a documentary on Netflix called Minimalism or The Minimalist, and I really suggest that you guys watch it. I will link it below. And it's just such a good documentary about how our world has been bombarded by all the stuff that has taken over our lives and has strayed us away from the things that are really important in life, like family and friends and experiences. And so I really recommend that you watch it so that you can kind of get the feel for what I'm talking about. Creating habits by no means is easy, and it doesn't happen overnight. It will take time. But when you show up and you try every single day to build a habit that makes you the kind of person that you want to be now and in the future, you will see the wonderful things that you can do, the wonderful things that you're capable of. We are beings that are capable of change. We are capable of creating the life that we want. And so I encourage you to start somewhere, start anywhere, and remember that you can do it. Until next time, lovelies, have a beautiful day.